Good evening, everyone. All the VIPs in the chat. Welcome to Cocktail Hour, brought to you by Team Poolside. I'm your DJ for the evening, venoSci. Very shortly, I'm going to be throwing over to your main host for the evening, Tomo, aka DJ K-Pop Papi, who's going to be talking to a few of the artists who are going to be playing this Saturday, January 30th, at members only. teampoolside.de or twitch.tv/teampoolside. Tonight, we're going to be talking to Snesei, our current DJ champion, who took home the Team Poolside VIP Championship DJ belt last month, or 2 months ago now. Or no, last month. December was only last month. Guys, remember December?
Yes, sir.
At our last free to view event, he took home the belt. Will he be able to retain it? Either way, he's going to be bringing us a slammin' set this Saturday. Also, Jieuny, who's going to be talking to us about their DJing style and their general DJ mannerisms. And then lastly, we're going to hear from some bozo named venoSci, who's going to talk a little bit about whatever. Let's get some yo's in the chat as I throw it over to your host for the evening, my friend and yours, Tomo Aries, a.k.a. DJ K-Pop Papi. One more time, you're watching Cocktail Hour. I'm venoSci from Team Poolside. Let's get some yo's in the chat for your host. Yo. All right, throwing it over to you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the second night of Team Poolside Cocktail Hour. I am your host. You may know me as Tomo Aries. You may also know me as DJ K-Pop Papi. I'm joined tonight with one of the many talented artists that will be joining us at Team Poolside Members Only on Saturday, January 30th. Who are you? Tell me a little bit about yourself, and what is your sign?
My name is Snesei. My real name is Corey. Also, what up, Tomo?
What's up?
Nice
How
to
you
meet
doing?
you.
Yeah.
Good. My sign, I'm a Libra,
Ooh.
and I like music a lot. I've been DJing for maybe like 5 years or so, and yeah.
So, I guess talking about DJing right off the bat then, what got you into DJing? You know, how you said, about 5 years ago, was there like a particular moment, a particular song, album, any event? What got you into it?
So like growing up, my parents were actually wedding DJs, and they didn't play like dance music or anything, but I was always like around music and DJing like as a kid.
Hmm.
So growing up, like I started in the chip scene. Like I found the chip scene in like 2010. Started making chip tune on Game Boys, and that's where I met venoSci actually. But I always had this kind of stigma against like DJing because it was like, oh, if you're not producing your own songs, like, is it really, a thing? And like the older I got, it was kind of like DJing's a fucking art. You know what I mean?
It really is. It really is, and
Yeah,
it's so satisfying when you do it and like you get the mix just right. You even like you think ahead sometimes about what songs you want to play, and then other times it's like right in the moment when you find two songs you already know and love that are in the same key and like general tempo range. It just works. It's
yeah.
it's magic. It really is.
I'll find myself like humming. Like I'll be like, damn, this would go good with this track. Like I should try that sometime. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there, like my buddy gave me a mix track too from Newmark, like the plastic looking boy.
Mm.
And I mixed on that for about a year, and then that's when Rave Station hit me up and was like, hey, why don't you do a few mixes for us? So I did that, and I was really proud with them, so I kind of just kept going, and I eventually got upgraded to a DDJ 1000
Is that what you're on right
last year.
now?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you use that with any software interface, or do you use that with like
uh
Box or
Record box, yeah.
Box?
Yep.
I'm mostly a software DJ myself, but like I've had a few experiences using Record Box where
Yep. i've
it's
never
super convenient.
I've never used CDJs.
Mm.
So I've always been like a software DJ.
Yeah, yeah,
But I feel like this controller is very similar to CDJs
yeah. Okay.
from what I've heard.
Okay, yeah. So when it comes to DJing though, do you have any like specific like favorite effects or techniques you really like, or like any like crutch you really rely on a lot? Not so much a crutch, but like something you feel you do way too much. Like for me, I love beat mashing. I just go crazy on it. Like, do you have anything like that?
Yeah, so like usually like when someone asks me to do a mix, I'll usually focus on like one effect and then like just go ham on it, just kind of learn it, and then I'll have like a overall arcing like effect like tool belt once I get like better. But I feel like this mix for Saturday that I made, I relied heavily on the low echo, the low cut echo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know
Yeah.
which one you're talking about. Yeah. So let's say just sort of hypothetically then you're on stage maybe doing a sound check or something. Light technician comes up to you, asks you what color you want. One color, whole show. They're gonna do something crazy with the color, but it's got to be one. What is it?
Purple.
Purple? Come on, that's what's
purple
up.
purple or pink, like,
That's it.
or just like an all black set would be cool, like just no lights at all. I feel like just like to be the guy that just like is like, oh, this guy has no lights at all, that's kind of cool, you know what I
I
mean?
I love stuff like that. I've had this idea for so long of doing a set where there's only a backlight, so it's kind of just like a silhouette the whole time. I think
That'd
that's
be
like a
cool.
cool idea. in terms
Very
of like
9-inch nails.
yeah, very nice. Yeah, super. So any tracks you've been feeling lately? Like anything recent that's coming out, or anything that like maybe you just been feeling?
I watched Games Done Quick
Mm-hmm.
like the whole week through, and they had a Beat Saber like exhibit,
Mm-hmm.
and like Riot. I think it's Riot Overkill. It's like a dubstep track.
Okay.
Very good. It's like kind of like metal, and like goes into this whole like very like bro step thing. It's
Bro Step's
good.
coming back. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
coming back. Like we're at the point where like Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites era is like super nostalgic. The way that like a couple years ago we started to get nostalgic for like Fallout Boy again.
Yep.
So I guess when it comes to like your visuals, you have a VJ, Mystic Panda. You want to talk a little bit
Yes.
about that?
Yeah, so me and Panda have been friends for a long, long time. Probably since like the Pico Pico Detroit days when we were doing like chiptune. And shout out Mystic Panda. He's my boy, and he does really cool like he's got a bunch of fucking mixers. I don't know half of much like as he does about it, but he does a lot of like analog shit where he just takes his phone camera and will put it to like a TV and like record visuals from that, and it's so cool. So
Yeah,
cool.
I love analog stuff like that. Nyron was on our interviews last night, and he the whole time had like a straight up analog filter over. It was super cool. I love that kind of stuff. So how about the championship belt? You know, you currently have the team poolside championship belt. How are you planning on defending that, and why do you think you're worthy of holding the team poolside championship belt right now?
I'm worthy because that last mix that I laid down was like the sickest mix I've ever made.
It's pretty fire.
it was like I was so proud with that mix, and honestly, like if I lose the belt, it's whatever. Someone might deserve it this time around, but I'm gonna try my best.
That's it there.
Yeah.
So I guess here's an interesting one. So what's your favorite artist that nobody would actually guess you listen to?
Interesting. Damn. Probably Haru Nemori.
Ooh.
I've been listening to a lot of her tracks lately, and oh my god, that
Jeez.
and like The Used is like my favorite band ever.
The Used?
The Used,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've liked them since like 2002 because like I was hanging out with my brother a lot, and he was like, "Check this out." So like, The
Yeah.
Used, man.
Have you heard the new Hard and Murray track yet?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like overproduced, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the lyrics are perfect, and like I love it.
Yeah, she's coming up for sure.
Yeah.
So since it's cocktail hour, let's kind of talk about this. Do you drink? For starters. What do we got? What do we got right there?
We got a Bell's Seasonal Hop Slam.
Ooh. Alrighty. So let's say
What about you?
last night I had a mocktail with me in my other bottle. It was a non-alcoholic dark and stormy. But I don't actually drink anymore. I don't like the feeling, but I love the taste.
Yeah.
So tonight we have a homemade ginger tea with honey and lemon.
Love it.
So
Love to hear it.
yeah, so let's say hypothetically, and by hypothetically I mean absolutely 100% we're going to make this a real thing. If you had a cocktail named after you, what would be in it?
Okay, so it would probably be a Moscow Mule, but made with Verner's, because I'm a Michigan boy, and maybe a splash of grenadine in it
Ooh.
for the cherry.
I've never considered that, like a mule with grenadine in it would probably really that do a lot. That
Yeah.
like cherry lime combination would like
And it'd be like the Michigan special, because Michigan's known for burners, and cherries.
Yeah, I did not know that actually.
Yeah.
So I guess with that being said, we're kind of approaching our time now. So I guess right now is the time. If you have anybody you want to shout out, if you want to tell everybody, in the chat where they can find you. Actually, you know what? Before we even do that, does the chat have any questions for you? Anybody in the chat got any questions for Snesei right now? Well, wait a second on that.
Yo.
Because I forgot to
questions
do
for
this
me?
last night and I feel like an asshole.
Oh, no, you're good.
Let's see.
Chicago Chip Fest.
What's next for
2015.
Packwatch?
What's next for Packwatch? So I'm doing. I've been streaming Nintendo Power issues, the front cover, and taking basically whatever subs want. So if you want to sub my channel, tell me what to play. Hit me with it.
So we got another one that says we might know this already. What's your favorite color?
Favorite color is purple.
Yeah, there we go. Knew it.
Yep.
Here's one from Mystic Panda. Question: Metroid Prime 2 stream when?
Sub to my channel, and we'll get to it.
You a speedrunner?
No, I just play the games front to back.
I've been.
On the cover.
Have you been playing Metroid recently or something?
I haven't played it.
Okay. Wait, any of them?
I haven't played any of them except for Super.
Okay, Super's like perfect. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been playing the Metroid games lately. Let's see. You working on any special projects? Hint, hint, hint. Wink, wink,
Yes.
Corey.
Oil leak projects. We're making a game jam currently. It'll be out February 2nd. I'll tweet it. Add me on Twitter, Instagram @Snesei, and yeah.
You game jamming right now?
We're game jamming.
Nice. What? So you're like just developing one right quick, right?
Yeah.
What are you working on?
This one's like a month-long project. We're working on a point-and-click puzzle game. It's about like a Y2K goddess that's breaking down.
What engine?
And
like, what are you coding it in?
I'm not coding it. I'm just making the music. But
Got you.
Our friend is, and Drips in the chat is making all the visuals for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So last one, Yu Yu Hakusho or Rurouni Kenshin?
Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah. That was
easily.
I grew up on that. That was
yeah.
That was one of the first one for me.
Yep.
So I guess that's gonna be it for now. So why don't you tell everybody we have your username on Twitter is gonna be like to your right, and then everything else. If you want to tell everybody else where they can find out about you, your Twitch, where they can find out more about your game jam, anything else you want to link people to, anybody you want to shout out, now's the time.
Cool. Shout out to Mystic Panda for these sick ass visuals that you're gonna see on Saturday. You can catch my Twitch channel going live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time Zone at Snesei, twitch.tv/Snesei. Twitter, Instagram, also on YouTube, doing all my VODs at Snesei. So
great.
Thank you.
Well, Snesei, thank you so much for joining me. We are going to see you Saturday. I'm really looking forward to it, Always great.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to throw it back to my friend venoSci in just a moment. Yes, sir.
Welcome, everyone who is with us and who is just now joining us. Welcome to Cocktail Hour,
Yes, sir.
brought to you by Team Poolside. You're watching The Road to Members Only this Saturday night. Starts at 6:30 Central Time with the first set, the opening remarks at 7 Central. Gotta enunciate everything. I'm your DJ for the night, venoSci. Very shortly, I'm gonna be throwing it over to your host for the evening, DJ K-Pop Papi, aka Tomo Aries, who's gonna be talking to one of the DJs this Saturday, Jieuny. It's gonna be really fun. They're gonna talk about music and other topics, most likely. I'm not a psychic. And with that, I'm going to throw it over to Tomo. You're watching us, teampoolside.de, twitch.tv, teampoolside.de. All right, throwing it over to you, Tomo.
Welcome back to Team Poolside Cocktail Hour, Night 2. I'm your host, Tomo Aries. You may know me also as DJ K-Pop Papi, the resident DJ of Team Poolside. I am joined by one of the other many talented artists joining us at Team Poolside Members Only on January 30th. I have to keep looking every time I have to remember the date. Saturday, January 30th. So, who are you? Tell me about yourself and what is your sign?
My sign?
Your sign, your zodiac.
My name is Jieuny. I'm from LA, and my sign is a Capricorn.
All right. So tell me a little bit about what you do and what you're going to be bringing to Poolside this weekend.
So I produce, and I'm really into like dark, like trappy, dubstepy kind of songs. So my mix is basically Korean, like hip hop, and maybe K-pop, a little bit of K-pop, and then I basically infuse that in with some EDM. So that's
All right.
my, yeah.
So what got you into DJing? Like, was there a specific like event or an album or something that made you want to pick it up, or?
So I actually got into like electronic music maybe around like last year, and I started to learn to produce it, and I went to a lot of shows, and I just wanted to like try it out, but I think I actually got into it in August during the whole pandemic and like quarantine. Thought like might as well get into it now.
Yeah,
and
plenty
I
of
already
time.
know like and I already know like what I wanted to perform, because all my songs and all my sets are like stuff that I want to hear personally at a festival. Like it will make me like
Yeah.
blow my mind. So just started like practicing, just started like mixing in songs, like experimenting. Came out pretty cool. Yeah.
What do you DJ on? Do you use like Serato, Tractor? Do you have like hardware you use or?
I have Serato.
Okay.
It came with it, so
That's it.
that's like yeah.
I feel like anybody who uses software just kind of whatever came with whatever pad they bought is like what they use.
Oh wait, I think I also use record box too,
Okay.
because I have the XDJ XC,
Mhm.
so it comes with a record box and Serato.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I think there's like a lag or something.
No.
No, it's all good. So I guess when it comes to DJing, is there like any specific like techniques or effects that you like to use?
They're like pretty new to it, so I'm having fun with a lot of like the FXs on it
Mhm.
and like the noise, but yeah, I think I just use a lot of the reverb a lot and like the noise, maybe sometimes the crush ones, but like most of the time I'm like kind of too busy searching for the next song or like beat matching it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So I just like forget about it sometimes.
So I guess when it comes to you say you play a lot of Korean music, are you mostly into like boy groups, girl groups, soloists, indie artists? What are you most into?
Okay, so that's the thing. Like, I grew up with Korean music, obviously, but a lot of DJs these days are playing like BTS and Blackpink,
Yeah.
and I love BTS and Blackpink, but I think there's just so much more to Korean music. So I like to play a lot of like Korean rappers.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're just all like individual like Korean rappers, and I don't have that many like boy groups or girl groups. I'm trying to get into it, but sometimes like the K-pop groups like music is just so dynamic, so it's really hard to find like different songs that match with it because they're just like super crazy already.
Yeah. So who are some of your favorite favorite Korean rappers right now? Like who's like your top three, I guess?
My top three right now is probably someone named Justice, CK, and PH1.
All right. Are you gonna be playing any of them in your set on Saturday?
Yeah, I have a couple of them in my sets actually, so pretty excited.
Cool. So let's say kind of hypothetically you're on stage and the light guy comes up and says, you can only pick one color that I'll have. What color would you want them to have on stage for you?
Pink.
Pink? That's I'm either pink or purple. I have my lights going between pink and purple right now. I thought I had them just set to purple, but I guess they're changing. So I guess when it comes to like where was I looking? We're going great. We're real professional. Are there any like specific songs that you've been like really into lately? Like any specific tracks by anybody in particular?
So in Korea, they have this rap survival show called Show Me the Money.
Mm-hmm.
And it recently ended, so I'm like really into the songs in that show. There's a song called like VVS. That's a pretty cool song, and I actually need more like EDM recommendations these days because I've just been listening to like What's So Not and Flume.
Was Show Me the Money the one that Jessie was on, or was that Unpretty Rap Star?
She did a guest appearance on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. So is there any like favorite like albums or anything that you have that like came out in the last year or so?
Yes. No, I have a couple, but I can't think of them right now.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to put you on the spot. Well, I guess a little bit.
Oh wait.
What up?
I do.
All right.
But it's I really liked The Weeknd's
Oh
new
yeah.
album. So that's been on repeat, like maybe every day.
Yeah, that record's. It took me a while to really get into it because I've been listening to him for so many years. But
During the
once,
trilogy,
what's up?
like
It was a
all
little
the
after Trilogy. I got into him when Kissland came out in like 2013. But yeah, it took After Hours took a minute. But like once I got into it, it's so good.
yeah.
Um, so I guess since it's cocktail hour, do you drink for starters?
I do, but like I can't. My tolerance for it is really low, so I
Same.
always end up throwing up. Like not because I'm like super like drunk, but it's just because it just makes me feel kind of sick sometimes. So I just like just go to the bathroom.
It's kind of funny that we're calling this cocktail hour, but like you're like the third person who barely drinks. I don't drink at all either anymore. But if you had a cocktail named after you, what would be in it?
What would be in it?
Yeah, like if you had to name a drink after yourself, what would you put in the drink?
Um, Maybe like sparkling wine with like tequila.
Ooh, that actually kind of sounds good. All right. So every time we do a show for Team Poolside, we kind of have a little competition to see which DJ or VJ that plays at Team Poolside is going to walk away wearing the Team Poolside Championship belt. Kind of like a pro
Ooh.
wrestling belt. I wish I had a picture of it. Aaron, if you have it, pop on screen right now and show us if you have a picture. If not, regardless, why do you think you have what it takes to win the championship belt at Team Poolside members only on January 30th?
Because um I'm because I am building a bridge for or helping building a bigger bridge for Korean music into the American industry, so you'll never hear these kind of songs without a proper introduction, and that's what I'm here to do.
I'm really into that. So, I guess kind of when it comes back to the music and stuff, I guess when did you like I don't know, was there like an album that made or like a song or something that you heard when you were growing up that kind of made you really just like love music?
Yes, so when I was in kindergarten, I had my family had bought me like a CD player,
Hmm?
and my first songs that I heard were from the Backstreet Boys.
Same.
So I would be like roller skating with like headphones on and like the little like CD player going on walks. And like when we go on trips, and we listen to music in the car, it would be like a CD of just like the top like K-pop songs. And that time was like Boa,
Boa's
you know?
great. Yeah, Boa's someone I forget who we someone I was talking with someone last night on one of the interviews and we were talking about Boa for a little bit. Oh, it was Hojo. Me and Hojo were talking about Boa last night. Yeah, she's phenomenal. Um,
Even still, like even till now, it's
yeah,
crazy.
well they did a tribute album last year with a bunch of like big Korean artists were on it. I think like
Yeah.
Bull 4 was on it and maybe Red Velvet, I don't really remember. It was a lot. I think it was like a double disc. Um, but yeah, so um, I guess we're kind of coming up on our time a little bit. If you have anybody, you know what? Never mind. I keep doing this. Does anybody in the chat have any questions for Junie? Jeannie, I'm
Genie.
sorry. I am so sorry. Do you play video games? Someone asks.
I play I played Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch and Animal Crossing, maybe Super Smash Bros.
That's
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 it.
that's it. Listen, that's what the Switch is good for, you know. Let's see. Anything else? Someone says it's a Breath of the Wild machine. Kind of is. Um, take a second. What's your favorite EDM track?
Oh, if I had to choose one, it would be probably RL Grime. Rhymes. Reims? REIMS.
Yeah, R.L. Grimes.
Yeah, I like his song either like core or Reams. I don't know how to say it, but
I'm not super into R.L. Grimes. So let's see what else. Do you like Porter Robinson? venoSci.
no.
No?
I'm sorry, I don't. Like he's I believe he's a really good producer, but if I had to choose him and somebody else at like a festival set, I would not. I'm really not into anime or like, so
Yeah, no, I feel that. I'm very on the edge about Porter Robinson myself. Like I do and I don't. Let's see. Someone says, "What's your opinion on K electro musicians like Humming Urban Stereo and Xion?" I hope I said Xion right.
Who?
Humming Urban Stereo?
I have no idea.
I've never heard of them. I'm gonna look that up later though. I love
Yeah,
finding.
me too.
Let's see. They're going fast now. Wow, holy shit. What's your favorite thing to do outside of DJing?
I like to have like wine and cheese with my friends. I still work at a coffee shop like once a week because I enjoy making coffee. So I like doing that. Yeah, I like going to shows when they were happening.
When they were happening.
Yeah.
I really miss shows. I miss them so much. It's funny. We were talking the other day about how like the original idea for Team Poolside was kind of to do just like one show, and that was going to be it, just like in real life. And then the pandemic happened, and we were just like, why not just do this online every month? Like, there's nothing better to do right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any other K indie musicians you like?
Oh, K indie musicians. I'm not sure if she's indie, BB, or Sean. Sean's pretty cool. 10 centimeters. I really like their songs. Standing Egg. I actually enjoy listening to a lot of K indie songs.
Do you like Neon Bunny or
Yes.
Asul Yeseo?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't think. I was like,
those are like my top 3 probably. Let's see. We'll get one more and then we'll kind of sign off. Let's see. What's your favorite cheese?
brie cheese, and I like warming them up and like in the oven and then eating it with like honey and crackers. Maybe like the smoked salmon sometimes. But yeah, that's really good. That's my go-to.
All right, I don't know much about cheese. I'll only have cheese if it's on like if it's like cooked on something like a burger, like chicken parm or something. Yeah, no, I don't eat cheese raw really at all.
We have to go to a rooftop bar when it's open. Have cheese.
All right. I guess it's an acquired taste. So we have your Twitter handle sort of to your, I want to say it's to your left. I don't actually know if it's reversed or not, but it's going to be to your left on screen. If there's anywhere else that you want to link people to, your SoundCloud. I know you put an EP out recently.
That's not really an EP. It's just like kind of beats I just wanted to like dump out.
Like a beat tape?
Yeah. But everyone should follow my Instagram. I think I'm more active on Instagram with my stuff.
That's how we found you. Josh DM'd me one of your videos. I think it might have been promoted. Or did you promote?
Yeah, I promoted.
We saw it worked then. We saw you on a promotion thing, and Josh sent this to me, and he was like, "Yo, you have to see this. This is fucking fire." So we reached out, and now Team Poolside is happening on a Saturday with Jieuny. So do you have anybody you want to shout out before we go?
No.
All right. Well, then I'm going to throw it back to venoSci. Jieuny, thank you so much for joining me, and we will be right back. All right. Here comes venoSci, baby!
Do you member? I member on poolside.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
And welcome back to Cocktail Hour here on teampoolside.de or twitch.tv/teampoolside.de. I'm your DJ for the evening, venoSci.
And I'm your
Some
host.
people on the internet know me as Aaron.
We're going great. I'm your host for the evening, Tomo Aries. You may know me as DJ K-Pop Papi, resident DJ for Team Poolside.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Is this
You
the interview
should-
already?
you
We
should-
going?
You gotta treat me like I'm everyone else.
Hello.
Pretend that we
Welcome
don't work together.
Welcome back to Team Poolside Cocktail Hour. I'm your host, Tomo Aries. Some of you may know me as DJ K-Pop Papi, resident DJ for Team Poolside. I'm joined with one of the other many talented artists joining us at Team Poolside members only this Saturday, January 30th.
That's right. On the road to members only.
Hey, you're a guest. You don't know that.
You tweeted it.
I did. We did tweet that. That's right. I did. Who?
I read the promotional material. I don't know if anyone else does.
I do.
All right.
I know Josh does.
venoSci. I'm venoSci. I am a creative director, DJ, producer, VJ. I do a lot of. I just do whatever needs doing.
What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo.
I'm a Leo, Sun, Pisces, Moon in Pisces, and my rising is Scorpio.
Clickety clack clack click click click.
All you taking bets on that?
I
one.
see. Yes, you're a Leo. Oh, you're a fellow fire sign. I knew that. I didn't have to look that up. I'm a fire sign too. I'm an Aries. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but that explains a lot about why we get along.
Explains this energy. So, tell me a little bit about what you're going to be bringing to Poolside this weekend, Saturday 30th.
I've been around the internet for a while. Too damn long. And I've been doing a lot of stuff for a long time. And so this Saturday, I'm bringing a special set to Poolside members only.
Special set. You got any spoilers you want to tell anybody?
I will not spoil it, but I will say that it will be a set for fans of my music, both old, new, and new.
Ooh.
And that's all I can reveal at this time, unfortunately.
So, I guess why don't you tell
Butt.
me a little bit about your butt?
My butt? I don't know.
Don't tell me about that. Tell me what you said butt. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say that the Prince of Chiptune is making a comeback.
Uh-oh.
And that's all I can say.
Uh-oh. You can tell Cocktail Hour is well into it already.
This is a
get it.
yerba. I'm getting yerbed.
This is vinegar.
That's what you crazy people from Jersey drink. You guys just drink straight vinegar, right?
Yes, sir.
For fun.
We like
For
to
fun.
fist pump. Does
Yeah,
anybody
what
know
a-
what that means anymore?
Oh yeah.
We like to
Look,
beat the
that
beat
show
up.
really gets that show really gets bad once.
Yeah, that was
Once,
a lot.
Yeah. it
I'm
gets
kind of
bad
glad we've
fast.
kind of escaped that a little bit at this point. So tell me a little bit about your upbringing from an artistic standpoint. I know you used to do a lot of chiptune music, but you've shifted a little bit. I guess before we get to the shift, tell me where you came from.
So before I was doing chiptune, I was actually DJing. I was DJing a lot, and it started out as just like I just like dance music, stuff that you would find on YouTube, Daft Punk, etc. And I had a friend who was throwing a party in high school, and I really wanted to DJ it, and so I asked my parents for some equipment, and they helped me out, and then I played a party, and I think I spent longer setting up the speakers than actually DJing, but it was really fun, and I really liked being able to control music in a way that was playful,
Yeah.
So I did that, and then around a similar time, I got a cartridge and started dicking around and writing some chiptune, and eventually they started getting good enough that people started taking notice, and then eventually they got good enough where I started playing shows of all original music. So it was really cool that the playing shows of original music took off more than the DJing did. The DJing thing was like, I don't know, I DJ'd like a lot of like cosplay meetups, and I DJ'd, stuff at my high school and parties, and it was really just like a gig thing. I DJ'd one Sweet 16 party, and I had played a lot of Bollywood music. That was really fun.
Oh, that must have been fire. That
Yeah,
must have been
I
so
wasn't
fucking
I
actually
wasn't
cool.
really. Yeah, I just like downloaded a bunch of like top 40s Bollywood music and interplaced it with like whatever EDM I had.
Might have to do Team Poolside Bollywood night at some point.
I would love an excuse to play
That'd be-
Desi Girl. That song
that'd
is
be kinda
very
sick.
good.
That'd be kind of cool. So we were talking a little bit the other night. Me and Aaron are friends. For the viewers, you may not know this. We were talking the other night a little bit about Daft Punk and the influence of Alive 2007. Where were you the first time you heard Alive 2007?
I was in my living room, and I was listening to it on my computer. And I bought it because I thought it was the CD that had the most Daft Punk songs on it. And it was really good, but
They shoved two in one song. Every song.
I know.
It's great.
I know, but I think that like ruined me, because that was now my expectation of every electronic music set going forward.
I
And
think
like DJing was like a stopgap to that.
I feel that because like I come from a I come from a very diverse background when it comes to music, but like I remember listening to like Metallica when I was a kid, which A, mistake, but B, I remember Metallica did this live album with an orchestra, and that was the first time I ever heard them. And I listened to that, and it was awesome. It was like just Metallica songs with an orchestra. And then I got like the Black Album when I was, I don't know, like 10 or so, and I remember putting it on and being like, wow, this sucks shit. Where's the orchestra? It set like an expectation for me.
Yeah, those live albums can really do some songs, especially if they do something special with the songs.
Yeah.
That's the expectation. It's
100%.
good stuff.
Yeah. So why don't you tell me a little bit about I guess you're both a DJ and a VJ. Tell me a little bit about kind of what it's like to do both of those things.
You have a lot of really busy evenings. I'll say that's the main thing. VJing is really is like way more work than DJing, and everyone out there watching should respect your VJs a lot.
I do.
It was VJing happened like out of necessity. Some people saw me like just messing around with someone else's equipment at an event, and then I started getting booked for a bunch of stuff. And so I learned it out of necessity. But it led me to some cool shows. I got to do like a secret Mark Radito show at one point. That was really cool. I got like snuck into this club, and I mounted a projector on their ceiling.
That's pretty poggers.
Yeah, that was like that was like right when I started college. So the bar for cool stuff has been high for a while, which is one of the things I try to bring into all the shows is you want to have the full experience.
There's a lot of VJ discourse going on in the chat right now.
Uh-oh.
Pay your VJs, bully your DJ, bully your VJs. So I guess when do you think Skrillex is dropping an album?
I don't know. I think I don't know.
Is
think
this
he's
the
having
year?
I don't. Maybe. See, the thing is, I think he figured out that it's way more fun to do like little bitty projects versus sit in the studio and grind something out, because he doesn't need to do that anymore.
Yeah.
He has enough influence that he can forever do any project he wants, which is cool. That being said, I don't think we'll get it till 2022
All right.
because he's gonna
that's your bet.
he's gonna let Porter Robinson have this year.
That's fair. Do you utilize any special gear? I know you kind of came up doing your chiptune stuff on the LSDJ. What else you got, hardware-wise? You got anything cool you really like? Behind me I got my Taylor Auditorium, I believe. It's my favorite. I use that all the time. You got anything like that?
I think it's in the other room. I have this new drum machine, not new, like a year, but it's called the EM1. It's an old Korg device, and it is just like a bunch of samples on a chip, basically.
What are they, like sample drums, or are they like unique?
Yeah, so everything's like a sampled drum.
From like
you
funk
don't even
records
really
or something?
get like an envelope. The functions are really limited. You only get 2 like pitchable, synth channels. And so like it's really limited, but man, you can push some cool stuff. They really got the sounds that matter. Like you got a bunch of sampled super saws, and you got just like a bunch of like plane waves, and there's like one inbuilt effect and a filter, and that's it. But like moving from chiptune to that, it was a lot of fun because it felt like a lot of the same principles of trying to limit yourself and making more with less, and like having channels do double duty and stuff is something that you intuit from working with other hardware. So a lot of that carried over, and to me it is the closest I've messed with something that feels like that to me, and it's cool to have like a different sound palette.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see some of that this Saturday, members only.
Members only.
Tune in.
So we were talking a little bit about this the other night too, but I know since you moved on from chiptune, you still kind of have your feet in the water when it comes to the process. You were telling me that when you make your music right now, you still use a tracker interface. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about that, how you made Air Decade and how you're currently making music as opposed to the way you used to, and how they kind of cross a little bit,
Oh, sure. So there's a really cool piece of software out there called venoSci, which is a DAW. So it's a full digital audio workstation, but it is a tracker, which is like it's an old style interface for writing music on old computers, and it doesn't use it's like really light on resources, and it's basically just like it's like a grid of notes.
It kind of just looks like numbers, like the Matrix.
Yeah, and it uses hexadecimal. So there's all these like weird quirks, but because of that, I can visualize what a quarter note looks like way faster given that interface than I can on a piano roll. So I'm really used to just like this quick writing style that is kind of unique to trackers. And so venoSci has been like a godsend as I, very slowly make my way into real music production. Real. Because I can just get my ideas out as fast, and there's a little bit less. I still would like to learn something like Ableton soon, but for that project, I really just needed to make something on a computer that sounded like contemporary, and I wanted to push myself to do that. And so this was a really good stopgap to do it, and use modern plugins, and I mastered it, multi-tracked and all that. But just the writing thing is all from a tracker.
Nice. So why don't you tell me a little bit about the what you got? Right, where's my camera? Right there. You got a little DJ pad right there. What you got going on right there?
So this is kind of a legendary piece of gear. It comes to me from some very good friends of mine in Detroit. Shout out John and Zaxi, who they run a thing called Snail Zone, and this was like a mixer for all sorts of parties, and it's so beat up, but it still is somehow banging out, and it's landed in my arms. It's been passed around a bit, I guess, but now I have it, and it's great because I needed a controller. And it uses Serato.
You got Serato?
Serato, but it's because it's like a big boy piece of gear. It has like lots of features, and so there's always something to do. It does have a dedicated yo button.
Yo! Can I get your best yo?
Yo.
Can you give me your best yo?
Yo.
That's pretty good.
Thank
That's
you.
pretty solid. You want to hear mine?
Yeah, let's hear yours.
Put your finger on the button. Put your finger on the button.
Oh. What button?
Don't tell the chat.
Oh.
Put your finger on the button. 1, 2, 3. Yo! Did you like that? That's pretty good, right?
That was really good. Hang on, do it again.
Yo!
Yo!
Oh boy. So, Aaron, do you like video games? venoSci?
It's okay. Everyone knows me as Aaron on the internet.
You like video games?
I like video games.
What
I
do
haven't had a lot of time for them lately,
Yeah?
I'll be honest. Yeah.
No time?
The only game I've been playing is this Digimon thing. That's just not a joke. This is the only video game I've had any time for.
Is it like a Tamagotchi kind of?
It's like a Tamagotchi, but they
Like Digimon?
fight, and yeah, it's like they fight, and mostly they just poop.
I never
call
had a
it my-
Tamagotchi. I always wanted one.
It's I imagine this is kind of like what having a pager is like. Before people like impulsively check Twitter, they would just like impulsively check their pagers. And so now instead of I'm trying to like wean myself off my phone addiction. So this thing rules. You just like can battle. There's like a tournament mode that has a lot of stuff, and there's branching evolution paths, and there's a lot of mechanics to it. If you like these sorts of things, I recommend it.
I
And then
never.
you should talk to me on the internet about it.
I never had a Tamagotchi. I always wanted a Tamagotchi. I felt like I was the only person in history class that didn't have a Tamagotchi in like the 3rd or 4th grade, but I did have my GBA, my original no backlight GBA, so I was just under the desk playing Metroid Fusion all day.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
Tamagotchis definitely were more prevalent in elementary school when they would crack down more on like if you had like a DS or something. At
Yeah,
least in
oh
my-
man. DS.
Right, and it just yeah. Did you have like a June box?
What
like
is
a
that?
mythical, in elementary school, there was a thing where it's like if you brought a toy, it would get put in a box and you wouldn't get it back until the end of the year.
No, but like we would when DS like first came out, and like I actually don't know if it's actually when the DS first came out, but when the Mario 64 remake for the DS came out, I remember had to have been like 4th or 5th grade. We all came to lunch class, and at the lunch table we were all just like in plain sight playing the multiplayer mode. And I remember there was this one bitch of a teacher named Mrs. Collins, who took all of our
Shout out to Mrs.
DSs.
Collins.
Shout out to Mrs. Collins. I hope you're having a terrible day. She took all of our DSs, and when she came to take mine, I put it in my pocket and was like, absolutely not. This is $150. My uncle bought this for me. Don't you fucking dare. I got detention.
Damn. I remember last hiding Game Boys at school story. I remember they like when I was like a freshman, I brought my Game Boy Micro, and some teachers definitely like intimidated me about it. But then when Pokemon Black and White came out, no one gave a rat's ass.
Man, just going forward, that culture stayed with me. I remember being in college playing the 3DS before class started. It was like community college. No one gave a shit. Like we would just like, it was a good
in
time.
college, usually no one cares. I
Yeah, no
definitely
one
played
cares.
Game Boy during big audio lectures.
But at the same time, when we were in college too, it was like no one was enough of a dickhead to just pull out and play video games in the middle of the class. Mostly because there's money on the line.
Yeah, that's fair. I
I
definitely had a lot of classes I definitely just slept during. I probably should have just played Nintendo 3DS instead.
remember when I had the Android phone in high school, I would play that under the desk. I was playing, I had an emulator. I was playing like Pokemon Emerald under there all day.
That's the
it,
classic
man.
emulator game.
Yeah. So, chat actually called you out. I had to scroll up for a second, but I saw it. I don't want to interrupt. Chat called you out. I know you've been playing it. I know I've been playing it. I know Josh been playing it. Has Alex been playing it?
No.
The three of us, 3 out of 14 poolside, we've been on that Yakuza 7 grind lately. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yakuza 7 is like the best game I've ever played.
Best JRPG I've ever played.
Let me tell you about Yakuza 7.
Oh, I wish I had
Look.
an overlay right now that was like venoSci, patriarch of the poolside clan.
And don't you forget it. It's really good. It's it's like a mob story, and there's a billion side quests, and there's just like you can just play pachinko. There's or pachi slot, like slot machines, and you can just play like all of Virtua Fighter
There's
3.
just a full fucking emulation of two Virtua Fighter games, 2 of them.
Yeah, and it blows every other open world game
Just
that's like a GTA, like obviously like
It's like GTA
Breath of the
but
Wild.
good.
Breath of the Wild is its own type of open world game, but in terms of like a GTA, like a mini game filled open world thing, nothing beats Yakuza 7. That's
Yeah.
the truth.
Where's some gamers? Snesei saying he wants to play Yakuza 0. I think you should. I think it's the perfect gateway. Really is. It's just whatever you're playing right now, drop it and play Yakuza.
Dude, yeah,
Stream
play
it.
0.
I'll watch
and
you
then
stream
play,
the whole damn
and then
thing.
play Kiwami.
Kiwami
and
2.
then play Kiwami 2.
And then go right to 7.
play, and then play Like a Dragon. Yeah.
So away from the gamer stuff, Aaron, it's cocktail hour, and I don't think I've gotten yours yet. You drink. I know you drink.
I don't drink often anymore, but I definitely have been known to drink.
Yeah. So if you had a cocktail, if there was the venoSci cocktail, what'd be in it?
The venoSci cocktail would be you get a full-sized glass, right? Right? Like a pint glass. And you fill it up with like 2 big shots of
2 shots of vodka.
a silver tequila, and then you fill up the rest with that orange camouflage flavor of Rip It, and then you garnish it with any gummy candy you have left in the house.
That
And
sounds
that's the venoSci.
that sounds really on brand, to be honest.
2 shots
Look,
of
I get fits of hunger late at night, and I like energy drinks, and I like to get drunk on tequila sometimes.
Man, tequila doesn't agree with me. That's the one thing. Like, I mean, I think probably it's coming up on like a full year, any day now, of like no drinky winky in my system. But like, back when I did, man, tequila was the one that would always fucking just ruin my night, spoil my night. Post Malone 2018.
Tequila's the only alcohol I've ever blacked out on. And
Yeah, same.
And it's happened twice.
It's happened twice to me too.
Look, I hate drinking. I really don't like drinking. But sometimes you gotta drink.
Yeah, I miss it. The world's too shitty right now for me to worry about, like, for me to deal with it. Like, I can't deal with the anxiety that it'll give me. So why don't we take some questions from the chat right now? I'm sure there's a lot of
Cool.
people who want to ask you some great questions.
Yeah, ask me questions about any of my projects.
Yeah, let's get some questions
Or
going.
myself.
Waiting for them to populate the chat.
Yeah, no worries.
Populate the server.
Let's scroll up, see if there's any there. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks for watching.
Aaron, what do you think about the state of chiptune RN?
Wow. Okay, I'll answer that one. I'll be real about it. I think that there's a lot of really good chiptune coming out right now. But I also think that the definition of what chiptune has changed a lot from the mid 2010s to the late 2010s. And for me, the chiptune I'm still the most attracted to is like pure hardware stuff, like just 1 or 2 DMGs just blasting crazy hardcore drum and bass, weird dubstep stuff. That's still, I think, the coolest stuff. But there's a lot of really good other new chiptune stuff coming out. The Continue comp is really good. Everyone who's doing M8 stuff is blowing my mind. And then also a lot of chiptune artists who were doing like Game Boy only stuff in the mid 2010s have now moved on to doing modular, other hardware things, acid. DAW-based stuff that's like really good and like really like somehow the same but different as their old stuff. So there's just like new people coming in, and to I think what to them what is interesting about chiptune as a genre is different than what was interesting to me and a lot of other people back in like the late aughts, early 2010s, and then going into the mid 2010s.
Alrighty.
Straight seat McDonald's, second floor, second table. What's the password? Oh man, if you know the password, you're really a members only. You're really getting in. You're a member for sure. I don't remember. I bet oh shoot. What am I who what's the name I'm thinking of? Chris Zavorsky. Chris Zavorsky would know.
What's going on?
Yeah, check out continuecomptop.bandcamp.com/album/restore. It is like chiptune post rock, and it's really good.
That sounds tight as
It is
shit.
really like one of the best chiptune releases of last year, which makes it one of the best chiptune releases of like, the last while.
I'm gonna peep that after this. Aaron, no one said this, but someone did mention something about Smash. Mystic Panda, shout out Mystic Panda for talking about Smash. Aaron, who's your Smash main? If we were to just play Smash right now,
who would I pick in our first matchup?
Just no tiers, no no meta shit. Just like who would you pick out of enjoyment?
Cloud is my go-to.
Cloud's your go-to?
I always start with Cloud. I like Cloud a lot. I like that he has a lot of things that I like about like the Fire Emblem characters, but also he's not a Fire Emblem character.
Shout out
and
to
I like
that.
his
Shout out to
I like his
not being a Fire
projectile.
Emblem.
I think the limit mechanic is good. He's got decent recovery, and then I also really like Villager. I play a really mean Villager.
Play a little bit of Villager myself.
I like Richter.
Richter's probably my go-to. Like Richter,
Easy mode
Pichu, and maybe
Simon.
Isabelle.
Isabel's all right. I couldn't. I just too fast for me. I'm kind of like into slower characters. Oh, and Ganon. I like Ganon.
You like Ganon? See, I play fast.
Shout out Ganon
I'm
Towers. Yo, shout out Ganon Towers.
What?
Thanks for continuing to support me, even though I suck at Smash Bros.
Oh my god. Third Strike, though. Yeah, shout out to Third Strike. Aaron, you ever play Third Strike? Street Fighter Third Strike?
It's been a while. The last time I played Third Strike was at the Galloping Ghost Arcade.
You play Third Strike, though. Come on now. Who you play?
I mean, I don't remember her name. That ninja girl?
Ibuki.
Yeah, I play Ibuki.
Shout out
She's
Ibuki.
my favorite Third Strike.
Yeah,
I'm embarrassed I didn't know the
man.
name. It's just been a while.
What's your favorite song ever? What's up? What were you about to say? We got that question coming up, though.
I also like Blanca.
Shout out Blanca, too. What's your favorite song ever?
It's probably Simple and Clean.
Dog. On God. Top 3 for me. Top 3 for me. I can't order my top 3 songs ever, but like Simple and Clean is one of them.
It's probably like Simple and Clean, First Crush by Daft Punk, or Instant Crush, and the one with Julian Casablancas.
That's the one on the newer record.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the
that
new
one's
because
really
it's been forever.
really amazing. And then Be Nice to Me by Bladee.
Bladee. My special place. I wish I had like the auto-tune
My
filter
favorite
right
shoe
now.
size is 12 because that's what fits me.
Oh boy. Anyone else got some questions? Snesei saying you prefer Simple and Clean to Sanctuary.
Yeah,
I do.
I think so. I think Sanctuary is really
They're both
beautiful,
fire,
but Sanctuary would be better if they would re-release 358 over 2 in HD.
Okay, here's the thing though. Have you ever heard I believe it's suffixed Sanctuary ending version? The slow version?
Yeah.
That's I might like that better than the real song, maybe. There's a live version she does it. That's just incredible.
my wish for the year. Benji asks, what's my wish for the year?
Your
My
Jirachi
wish for the year is that everyone can get vaccines, and if we can't see each other, I would like go to a con or anything. I would really like it if I could just have like a small party for my birthday. That's it. That's all I want.
I got a
this
hair
year.
under my. Okay. Okay.
All right, I gotta
Let's talk about Baller.
I gotta talk about Baller.
Is Baller the cat?
Baller's my cat. I'm getting a cat. I'm really excited. Shout out to Heather from Whiskers and Tails. I gotta scroll up from all these Gasha girls. All right.
Well, gosh, what do you? Baby Baller.
I tried to play D4 DJ, but my Japanese isn't good enough.
I think they're doing an English localization in like a couple months, dude. You don't gotta wait.
I know. I just was like, I need something new. 'Cause I don't have time to play anything else. So it's like, unless it's on my phone.
Doug, how many years have I been telling you to play Bandori?
I don't have time for like.
It's the same game. It's literally a reskin D4 DJ.
Okay. I'm downloading it right now. Is it in English?
Yeah, it's in English.
Okay.
It literally is the same game. It's the same company, and literally it's the same gameplay. I think
all right.
D4 DJ just
I'll
does
download
one
Bandori
extra thing.
and then we will talk about Bandori next time we do a stream.
Someone just
Bandori.
said Bandori. Okay, never mind. It was a bit.
Hey, Bandori, Bushi Road.
Shout out to Bushi Road.
You want to give away free spins for your mobile casino type game? We will happily talk about your mobile game during our stream.
Shout out to Kenny Omega as well.
Shout out Kenny Omega.
Shout out Kenny Omega from Bang Dream.
Shout out Kenny Omega from Bang Dream. Shout out Kenny Omega. You ever want a DJ? Give me a call. Tomo.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, what do you got for me?
What do you bring in to members only this Saturday, January 30th?
I might be bringing some surprises. I am playing, actually. Believe it or not.
Playing. Why don't you tell us? Just hype us up a little bit. Tell us why you think you got a shot at getting the belt from the stakeholder.
Well, I love to laugh. I love to smile. I don't know. You know, I think I'm playing a good set. I usually have kind of a strict sound I do, and I think I'm kind of starting to break out of my barrier a little bit. I'm starting to try some new things out when it comes to DJing, and I think I played probably, you know, I recorded my set already, sent it in. I think it's probably one of my if not my best DJ set I've ever done, and I think I'm really looking forward to it. What the fuck do you mean you've never heard me laugh? We talked for like 2 hours on New Year's Eve while I was playing Star Wars. I was definitely laughing while we were doing that. What was I talking about? I was playing kind of a really good set, and
talking about why you're gonna be the champ.
Yeah, I was talking about why I'm gonna be the champ. I'm doing some new stuff. I did my own visuals this time. Normally, I usually get Aaron to help me out with that, but I figured I'd give it a shot myself. Put those high school TV production Adobe Premiere classes I took senior year to good use, and
That's all you need. That's straight up all
heavily
you need.
relying on the hard mix blend mode, but you know, I think we got some good stuff. Who else is gonna, you know, put some Soul Calibur 6 gameplay over their set, you know? I may not win the championship belt at DJing, but I'll beat your fucking ass in Soul Calibur any goddamn day of the week, as long as you're not
you're on an esports team, right?
As long as you're not on my esports team, because they'll make me their bitch. They fucking destroy me every time we play.
So talk a little bit about that. What does being on an esports team entail?
I don't know. It entails a lot of really great people. Shout out to Mai. That's our team leader. Incredible person. Talk about Love Live a lot. on the Team Floofy. Shout out Team Floofy. That's our team. On our Discord server, we talk about about Love Live more than we talk about fighting games lately. But yeah, shout out to Mai, shout out to Dan, shout out to Kusage, shout out to Zero, shout out to Val. I'm not gonna keep naming names, but like, there's too many people. It's like, I don't know, being on an esports team is great because you just meet like 100 fucking amazing, super kind, super welcoming people. And you just all suddenly friends because you beat the shit out of each other every Friday. So Calibur
right.
6 is indeed on Steam. That's where I play. So if you're getting that on Steam, I'll run you through the fundamentals, because God knows it took me like a year and a half to figure out the fundamentals of the game before I actually learned how to like hold my own. I'll teach you, Snesei. I'll play with you. I'm down. Battlefront 2 was free on Epic Game Store for a while. That's what I was playing the other night. Yeah, I don't know. Being on a team's fun. I'm on 2 teams, Team Poolside, Team Floofy. Shout out to both.
Yeah, shout out Team Poolside. Shout out Team Floofy.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we
Any
cool
more
on it.
questions from the chat for either myself or for Tomo?
Yeah, anyone got any questions for either of us? We'll wait for that to populate. There's like a
Cut a quick
10-second delay
promo
or so.
about
What's up?
excited for members only.
Are you excited for members only, or am I? Is that what you said?
Yeah, talk about it.
I'm
It's the reason we're
excited for
doing this.
members
It's the road to members only.
I'm excited for members only. We've been working on this for
A month.
probably a
month
month,
since the
but
last
we've
one.
had the idea for members only floating around for like probably since like September.
Yeah, since like the first or second
Do you
one.
remember?
Hang on, I'll play it.
The 23rd night of September.
Do you member? I member on poolside.
Are you fucking
Yo!
That's our good friend Nico Noisemaker. You're gonna be hearing a lot of him this Saturday at members only. Who will be taking home the Team Poolside VIP Championship belt? Who is going to make special appearances?
Uh-oh.
Will we hear from the stakeholder? Will we hear from our good friend Lifeguard Lucha, the Lucha Lifeguard? Will we hear from other people that I haven't listed? There's only one place to find out. You know where it is. Tell them.
teampoolside.de, and also right here on twitch.tv/teampoolside. Spell it DE. Aaron, we got a few. Who's your favorite Yakuza 7 character?
I like Namba.
I like Psycho. Kind of.
Why am I Psycho? I like Namba.
No,
He's
I'm saying I
fine.
like Psycho.
Oh, you like Psycho.
That's
I thought
my
you called
favorite.
me a
I was answering it
psycho.
too. It was for both of them.
I thought you called me a psycho.
You're
I'm
a
sorry.
psycho. No, Namba's great. I love Namba. Psycho is she's something else though. Let's see. Who is Lucha Lifeguard? Who is behind the mask?
I don't know.
I don't know. He just kind of shows up.
I found him on Instagram.
Favorite
He just
pizza
showed-
topping? Aaron, what about you? What's your favorite pizza topping?
I usually do like green peppers and onion, and when I order pizza, I put pineapple, but I don't usually do that at home.
Yeah, I actually, it's funny. We made pizza for dinner tonight, and I did we had like cauliflower crust because I'm usually gluten free, just out of habit. Just cheese on it, no sauce, and then we put like prosciutto, and then like fry a fucking egg and put the egg on the pizza, and then you cut it and it spills all over it, and then you put cracked pepper on top of it. That's the signature pizza at the place like 10 blocks from where I live on the lake, and it's bueno.
Pizza egg, huh?
It's not my favorite pizza, but I did that tonight. I don't know. I like buffalo chicken on pizza. I think that's kind of...
Oh yeah, buffalo chicken's a classic.
Buffalo chicken,
mac and
vodka
cheese
chicken.
on pizza.
Ooh, mac
That's
and cheese
That's like
pizza
a good like
crazy.
weird pizza.
Yeah, I like weird.
Pizza with barbecue sauce. You know.
I'm from New Jersey. We have like 10 like independent pizzerias in every single town. Like the nearest Domino's is fucking 20 minutes south, but the nearest local pizzerias, there's one 3 blocks that way, there's one 4 blocks that way. There's one 6 blocks that way,
You're
and
in
there's one
heaven.
2 blocks that way.
You're making out like a bandit, so they
Yeah.
say.
Shout out to Naples.
got-
The one 2 blocks that way, that's the best one. Shout out them.
We got a couple more questions.
What do we
Favorite
got?
anime right now? I don't really watch anime.
Yeah.
I know that's like that goes against a lot of people's image of me, but I've been thinking about Evangelion a lot lately. I'm probably gonna rewatch Eva, or finish the rebuilds really soon.
Yeah, I don't...
My favorite season of Survivor is the one with Rupert in it. I don't remember which one that is.
That's the first one.
No, it's not.
No,
first
Rupert was
season of
definitely the first
Survivor?
Survivor.
Rupert is not in Survivor season 1.
No.
The big like dude. They.
Hold up. Rupert Survivor. Click, clack, click, click. Rupert Bonham is his name. What the fuck? 7th. Hold up.
I thought it was later.
The 7th season was 2003? I thought that was the first. Hold up. How long has this been going on?
There's like 30 seasons.
Well, I know it's been going on that long, but like, fucking what? Okay, listen, I'm not gonna argue it if that's the one he was on. Damn. I always thought that was the first season. Anime. Yeah, I don't watch too much anime either right now, but like, I don't know. I guess in the last year or so, I think the thing I liked the most had to have been Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken was a joy to watch. I like that. I like Hitori Bochi. I like Gochi. I like anime where nothing happens because like I don't want to think. I don't want to like I don't want to have to like keep up with anything. I just like anime where nothing happens. Gochi's is just about like girls who drink coffee and make coffee and that's it.
Coffee.
Coffee. Can you get that sample? I'll send you that later.
Yeah.
I have that. That's my alert box on my personal Twitch.
Insane.
What else we got? Anybody asking?
I think we're good.
You got 4
I'm not
pizzerias?
Lucha Lifeguard.
Aaron's
No.
not Lucha Lifeguard. Anything else? No anime, only Yakuza series. I agree.
That's true. It's like I no longer consume anime, but I do consume still like almost exclusively Japanese media. Like
Yeah.
I import my wrestling, I import my video games.
Well, that's the
I am-
thing. Like, I'm not
You know.
crazy about anime either, but like, I got my figurines, but like this is from like a game. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's like what is anime anymore? It's
the only like anime
is Kingdom
figurine I
Hearts
have
an
is the
anime?
Kimono Friends girl. Shout out Kimono
I have a-
Friends.
I
Season
have
1.
a Sakura in the other room.
What's up?
I said I have a Sakura figurine card captor,
Nice.
but all the figurines in my room are Kingdom Hearts.
See, I also have this Nicki Minaj figurine here.
I have this really bad Sora that's like made by like a Western company.
Is that what was that? The Proud version? Was that the
Valor? It's
Valor
Valor
mode
from KH2.
That was it. Valor mode.
I think I should replay KH2. I might start.
I
into
should.
that
I
tonight.
should. I don't know. I know you liked KH3 a lot. It didn't quite do it for me after the first like 10 hours or so.
Did you play the DS games? Did you play
Uh
358 over 2?
hold up.
Did you play
358 over
Birth by
2 is the
Sleep?
one where they like ice cream. I'm your best friend. Let's eat some
Yeah,
ice
this mission
cream.
structure. It was on the DS.
Yeah, I watched the movie on
Okay,
YouTube. I
that
never
one you
played
have
it.
to play to get all of, which is like it's why it's a shame.
Well, I
They
watched
should
like a
put it
full
on
playthrough
Switch,
of it.
online multi. Okay, but that game is super good. And then, did you play Birth by Sleep?
Birth by Sleep is my favorite Kingdom Hearts, actually.
Okay.
I'm kind of on the unpopular opinion. Birth by Sleep is my favorite Kingdom Hearts.
It's good. I've been playing it very slowly on my Vita.
Have you ever played it
Uh,
before?
No,
Oh,
I bought it when it launched, and then I just didn't play it.
it's so good.
It's
How
pretty
far are
good.
you?
I'm not very far.
Okay. Still
Like-
first
like I
playthrough?
said, I have not had any time. Maybe
It's kinda-
actually,
It's kind of like Nier, where like you
Tamagotchi.
got to play it through 3 times to beat it.
it's only like 10 hours each. I could
It's
do
like
it.
10 hours each, but like it's still a cool concept. I love Birth by Sleep.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is great. I don't know what people are on. The DLC like fixed it, but that combat system took everything good about the combat system in 2 and just like turned it up to 11.
I
The
don't even
form
remember what I
changes are
didn't like
hot.
about it.
Mid-battle keyblade switching. Like, game over. That's so much fun. The combat is so good.
All I remember not liking about KH3 was that everything felt a little repetitive gameplay-wise after a bit, but, like, that's Kingdom Hearts. But, like, the only thing I really remember not liking was just the fact that the worlds didn't, like, do enough with their source material, and there were also no, like, original worlds and not enough like Final Fantasy. Like I think Frozen was a cop out for just being an ice cave the entire time instead of letting me like explore the fucking castle or something cool.
Yeah, I yeah, the Frozen world is definitely the weakest. We did not need a Tangled world and a Frozen.
No, fucking Tangle World was awesome. Tangle World was great.
Yeah, no. So they should have cut the Frozen world, but if they would never have cut Frozen before.
I wanted a Cars world. That's right. That's the reason I hate Kingdom Hearts 3. It's because there's no fucking Cars world. I wanted Sora to be an anthropomorphic car with spiky hair on the hood.
And
he drives
Hubcaps
around
have the crown symbol on them.
Yeah, and like it'd be like the world tournament, like the Mount Olympus of the game. Instead of having Mount Olympus where you go in, you do multiple like tournament challenges, arenas. It's just not just a racing mini game. It's like a racing battle thing. It's just nonstop loop over like a NASCAR track, but like every loop there's more enemy cars, like heartless cars that appear, and you have to like open your passenger side door, and it'll have like a keyblade attached to it that'll like pop out, and you'll swing, and you'll have to like smash your door into them and stuff. Like Disney, Square Enix, what the fuck were you thinking? I know what you weren't thinking, and it's Cars World, the best Pixar movie, Cars 3.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 4, if you don't do a Cars World,
Kingdom Hearts.
Nier is my new best friend.
Kingdom Hearts 4 is gonna be Kingdom Hearts 4. If what I think is gonna happen in Kingdom Hearts 4 happens in Kingdom Hearts 4, it's gonna be all Square Enix worlds.
I will say,
I mean.
The last 2 seconds of Kingdom Hearts 3 actually did fucking floor me and made the fact that I didn't like the rest of the game worth it. Those last 2 seconds.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, I sobbed openly for about the last 2 hours of that game. I'll admit that.
Yeah.
I love Roxas.
Yeah,
I love Roxas.
Shout out Roxas.
I love Axel. And I love Kyrie.
Shout out Ventus.
The DLC lets you play as her. It's really good.
Shout out Aqua. Does it really?
Snesei. We should talk about. Yeah, they fixed it.
Wait, so what was in the DLC?
So the DLC, it's called Recoda because you know how a coda works in music, right?
Yeah.
You repeat it, and then you
go back to the beginning until the coda, and then you go back to the final section. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is a retelling of that final segment from
the original world.
No, yeah. So you go to the Keyblade Graveyard, and then it retells that ending chunk, which I'm not gonna spoil.
Yeah.
You know.
Where do you play as Kyrie? How's that fit in?
It just happens.
I just want to play as Kyrie. Like.
Yeah, it's great.
The whole game I wanted to play as not Sora.
They add in the DLC. There's a bunch of like one-off instances where you can play as Roxas and you can play as like Riku with an expanded moveset for just like one or two segments. Like it's really cool, and it's what they should have done in the base game. But I'm glad it happened eventually.
I'll say, I liked 2.8 actually more than Kingdom Hearts 3 because I'm a fucking like unapologetic Aqua stan.
I still haven't played Fragmentary Passage.
It's so good.
I heard it's good.
It's like
you can cosplay Aqua.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing coming out of that, going into Kingdom Hearts 3 and finding out I can't put like cat ears or headphones on Sora was so disappointing.
Yeah, they really blew the pooch on that one.
Yeah.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force in Kingdom Hearts. Disney owns like everything. They could do it.
Yeah, Disney's a monopoly.
Yeah, I guess so. Cars is your like dream Disney World.
Cars is my dream.
I'm trying to think of what my dream Disney World would be.
No one noticed I was wearing my Lightning McQueen shirt last night. Shout out to Uniqlo.
I'm amazed you don't have like a race car bed.
I did when I was a kid actually, and I kind of like I want a race car bed for adults, like a king size race car bed.
Disney owns does Disney own Turner Broadcasting?
What the fuck is that?
I think they do.
What is
I don't
that?
know. I just would like to see a wrestling world.
That'd
But
be
if I
kinda
had to
cool.
pick like a Disney thing, I don't know, that they were supposed to be a Jungle Book world in Birth by Sleep. I'd still like to see that, but I want Sora to be monkey. I want Sora to go monkey. And then
Want
they
him
could
to go
use the
monko
original
mode.
prototype design for him, where he had that like chain sword and he like was a monkey.
Benji's saying Treasure Planet in Kingdom Hearts.
That
Fuck
would
with
be
that.
great.
Treasure Planet.
That would be so good.
Treasure Planet and Atlantis and the Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, Atlantis World. I
Atlantis
changed my
World be
mind.
sick?
Atlantis
Dude,
World.
Imagine Cusco World though.
Oh,
Come on.
oh, and then the Keyblade is like the head is a llama. It's like that llama outline that they use in the whole
Disney,
movie.
hire us.
Look, here's the deal. If
I just need minimum wage, Disney.
Tetsuya Nomura is looking for people who know Flash. If you know Flash,
The abandoned.
you should go and work on the Kingdom Hearts mobile games, and then just be like Nomura. You'd be like, Nomura, it's me. You know that new game mechanic you're looking for? Listen to this, and then us yelling on the other
Your
end.
cousin Marvin Barry. Did they ever do Princess and the
It's
Frog?
me, your cousin, Riku Kingdom Hearts.
Did they ever do Princess and the... No, they never did Princess and the Frog. You want to know why? It's because Disney forgot that movie happened. You want to know why? Because they're stupid.
Racist.
That's such a good movie.
Princess and the Frog is amazing.
Princess and the Frog is like top 3 Disney princess movies.
Yeah.
Maybe
top
even
2.
the best.
Top 2.
Yeah, top 2.
If Megara doesn't count as a Disney princess, it might even be number 1.
What, like Hercules, do you mean?
Yeah, it's my favorite Disney movie.
Yeah, my favorite is, I mean, if we're not talking Pixar, because obviously I'm a big Cars 3 fan, but, I guess, I don't know, I like Beauty and the Beast, listen, I think Frozen is underrated, to be honest.
You think Frozen is underrated?
Yeah, Frozen's really underrated.
I think I had a good idea for one. Oh, WALL-E. They should do one where they're like,
WALL-E would be sick.
you have to fight and you're
Junkyard
just
World.
like wading through this like goopy physics engine of all the people on their hover things, and they just like slide around as you fight.
Gravity Falls World. Gravity
Oh,
fucking Falls
Disney forgets
World.
that exists too.
The year that Gravity Falls blew up, I went to Disney World. I looked in every fucking gift store in Disney World. Disney missed the opportunity to mass produce Dipper Pines hats and Mabel Pines sweaters, the rainbow
And
one.
fezzes. And
Stan Pine fezzes.
They would've had
Zeus
every...
question mark shirts.
Oh,
No Gravity
man.
Falls merch. Disney. What the fuck are you doing?
It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame we never got. Look, capitalism is evil, but capitalism is especially evil when they don't merchandise your
The good
favorite
stuff.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like come on. I would have bought an official Gravity Falls fez like already.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd probably
Same.
be wearing it.
Probably. I'd be wearing my Mabel sweater for sure. Come on.
Go on like Redbubble or something. All right, we should wrap soon.
Yeah, we should probably wrap it up. It's 11 now.
Been talking about video games for a while.
I'm surprised the thing is still running. Watch it have
We
been
should have
muted the
just
whole
slowly
time.
faded. We should have over like a minute. We should have just faded to black while we
I
talk.
don't know how to do that.
All right. All right. One more thing. One more thing before we go. Let's
Yeah.
refocus it. Road to members only.
The members only.
We've been on this road. Who beside yourself are you really excited to see perform?
You know, I've been talking to a lot of people this week. I've been talking to a lot of artists for members only. And I really can't pick favorites. I think they're all bringing something super unique to the table, and I think that's what makes God damn it, I was getting really, really sentimental
Keep
with this.
going. Don't.
I think
Just
that's
go.
Shut up. I think that's what makes Team Poolside really special. We bring so many different things to the tables. We have returning DJs like venoSci, like Snesei. We have brand new artists like like Jieuny. Let me look at the poster. We have so many for real. Like the poster, every time we're just like, man, we should have a smaller lineup so it's not an 8-hour show. We're stacked this time and we're into it. We're loving this. So there's so many people we're looking forward to right now. So many newcomers, so many returning faces, and I don't know. I think that's what makes Team Poolside so special. What about you, Aaron?
I'm really stoked for T2 Kazuya. That's going to be really crazy. I was going through some old iTunes stuff I was cleaning up. Found a J-Core CD from like the early aughts. Look who I found. Like we're talking about like J-Core Masters 2. Like hardcore legends, you know, DJ X, G-Wiz, fan favorites. They've been requested to come back a lot. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what they each bring. Hazel Boy, of course, is going to be... I heard that they're going to be debuting a lot of new tracks. From what I understand,
Really?
the Denim Destroyer is going to be busting out a lot of new tracks. Yeah. And they got the VJ title, so, you know, I let them do whatever with their set. They came to me and they said, Aaron, I'm worried that this set's going to be too hot and it's going to melt your machine like last time. And I assured them, I said, look, we got so much dedicated wham. We got 20 graphics cards. You know, I've got it hardwired to the transformer behind my house. You know, we got quadrabyte internet. We got, you know, mercury. It's mercury cooled. You don't gotta worry. I told them exactly that, word for word, and then they said, all right. You know, so, you know, they got a good shot at keeping the belt. There's a lot of heavy hitters. Mystic Panda's coming back, and you know they're coming back for vengeance with Snesei.
Well,
champed up fully.
You know, Aaron, I'm looking forward to some huge sounds, some pure platinum hits at the #1 party from T2 Kazuya, from Hojo, from Jieuny, from Snesei, from Hazel Boy, DJ X, G-Wiz, Okinawa Brown Sugar back-to-back with Illy V, DJ K-Pop Papi, venoSci with visuals by Mystic Panda, Nyron, Ashton Simeon, Pixelator, and Echo Bunny. I'm really excited for Team Poolside members only on January 30th, Saturday, January 30th, Team Poolside .de team only. Yo! I see you thinking you do it, coward.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us on the road to members only. We will be with you again this Saturday for our first event of the year. We're coming into it hot. Fan favorites, new acts. You've heard it all already. Thanks for joining us these last 2 nights. I'm going to play like a couple songs, and then we're going to sign out. Thank you all, everyone in the chat. Thanks for participating. Thanks for watching.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you all this Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Members
sir.
only.
Yes, sir.
You're all VIPs out there. And you're invited to the #1 free-to-view event online.
Keep
We'll
it
play
locked.
some tunes.
Keep it loaded.
Keep it locked.
Stay wet.
Thank you all. All right, let me cue up a track.
I thought that was about to be Perfume Polyrhythm, and I almost shit myself.
So let it grow 립을 죽어 yeah 이건 나 말고 저들은 탈수고 있어 누가 내 무너진 자존감에 그래도 자신감 부과해 그냥 나머지는 실력으로 덮으면 끝났네 적대가 밭을 매길 수 없는 네 한마리 내가 나를 이기는 딴 것에 빠지게 되자 빨리 지금 나도 하는 사람들은 한 번만 듣지 못해서 저기하는 병신들은 무시해 간다니까 yeah 장 스튜디오로 쓰지만 너와 달리 말로만 듣던 소울푸드 요리 한 발이 언제나 좋아하는 문제들을 풀 수 있는 유일무이한 것이 질러지가 한 말이요 앞으로 멜로디고 앞으로 랩소리고 앞으로 내 고민 속에 문제는 내 소리로 25턴 안에 걸 듣고서 내 커미겨 시간이 blowing 내 시간 너를 어디로 데려가는 현실보다 나았으면 내 리듬을 들으면 떨렸으면 가슴에 네 곡을 짜내보면 양수가 나오지 그 외에도 많은 shit들이 내 입을 다물지 못하게 하고지 그걸 부조리 가고 지감증과의 싸움에 이겨야 can be a shit 그래서 이걸 지켜가네 희망할 버릇이 남아있는 동안은 I still be a lover loving this 어딘지도 모르는 곳에서부터 사근지하 작업실에 목소리를 저는 서글퍼든 너를 시작거리기 몹시 이용해 불을 좀 말고 신경 쓸 시간이 없대 계속 유지하는 걸음을 가내서의 웹지 조작이 나온 fuck it I'm a rather crash 여기 눈에 자리는 없어 내가 정해된 시 그게 내게 주선 그건 왜 마법이 되지 한 번에 되지 하는 거란 건건 오믈렛이 그게 알고 있으니 걱정은 대체 적은 내시 앞이 아닌 마음속 이게 내게 위해 두 번을 외워대 스틱 스펠링 암보스 난 지금 3이란 건 주었네 이건 나의 다른 리그 멋진 일들 맞네 So let it be стан을 죽어 yeah 난 그저 몸을 맡길 뿐 좋은 음악에
空から 胸に突き刺さって離さない今人生のレースの中で歌うことをやめない秘密の部屋で踊りましょうここに生活の鍵を隠してナイトルーティン君らの未来はこのビートが去ってく溶けてしまいそうなグルービーな世界まだまだ乱暴な日々を送る中できっと大丈夫よだけを信じてる不時長のように踊りましょうここに生活の鍵を隠して Take it all in 君らの未来はこのビートが去ってく
Do you member? I member on poolside.
Turn around and drop it, drop it on me. Down with Miami. Way to bring no damage. Off the tail for dinner. That's heavy. You want it, said you got it. If you want it, take my wallet. If you want it, jump in the Cadillac. Girl, let's put some miles on it. Anything you want, just to put a smile on it. You deserve it, baby. You deserve it all. And I'm gonna give it to you. Gold jewelry shining so bright. Strawberry champagne all night. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Sex by the headlights. Silk sheets and diamonds all white. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Bounce. Lucky for you. Lucky for you. That's what I like. That's what lucky for you. Lucky for you. That's what I like. Strawberry champagne. I like strawberry champagne. I like strawberry champagne. I like lucky for you. I'm talking trips to Puerto Rico. Say the word and we go. You can be my freaka. Girl, I'll be a freako mamacita. I will never make a promise that I can't keep.
Jersey Club forever, I promise.
I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I
Well, that's it for the evening. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It has been a world of fun having you all here. I hope that you are all excited for members only this Saturday night, teampoolside.de or twitch.tv/teampoolside.de, all spelled out. It's going to be a real platinum event, high caliber, lots of really cool sets. Got some visuals, some DJ video sets. It's going to be a great time. Special guests, perhaps. Some surprises. Who knows what kind of shenanigans will happen. It's live right here this Saturday. Thank you for joining us these past 2 evenings for Cocktail Hour. We'll be back this Saturday, and we'll see you then. For now, let's get one more yo in the chat. Yo! All right, thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Have a good night.
Bye.